All right, I see it. So what you say right here now in this tweet? Nonsense is being spewed. I respect Spence. He posted, now he's saying that Spence, he posted about the need for 24/7, 365 testing in boxing, including a hair test. Okay, I respond with at Vada testing 24/7, 365 info. Arrow responded by direct message. I explained by direct message. I have offered to sponsor him and Terrence Crawford, and the offer still stands. Now, we'll look at the responses, right? With all due respect, you are viewed as a sketchy middleman when it comes to drug tests. I wouldn't expect them to take you up on an offer, right? Victor Conte, maybe by you. For the record, I have sponsored the drug testing for many world champion boxers, included testing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, for the last decade. This is what he's saying. He's been doing 24/7, 3/4 testing for over the last decade, right? So the fans replying, nobody cares. You are...
Okay, who do you know that has sponsored over 20 boxers and paid for them to be in Vada 24/7, 365? Nobody but me.
Money. And it's so funny, right? Like, let's have you have a pass of being in prison, right? Let me just say you have a pass. I'm not taking Victor Conte's side. You know, whatever emotional retardation or emotion feelings you have towards him because of what he did in the Olympics with Marion and all this stuff, I got no beef with you, okay? Because like I said, I'm not a big fan of him. But the same people that want to know why society is not giving you a second chance, right? Even though you did your time, right? These are the same idiots will complain about somebody else and don't give that person another chance because he did this and he did that. Now, in my last video, I told you, man, most hackers, they don't want to do time. They agree to be with the CIA and the FBI and try to get the other hackers and stuff like that. And, you know, that's the same position he's playing, right? He did his time. He's trying to do his thing on this side, and he's very detailish and he's very good at what he's doing because I hear what he's saying and I know exactly what he's talking about, right? So when I hear what he's saying, I'm not looking at the man, I'm looking at what he's saying, right? And the proof and the details about anabolic steroids, about stimulants, about cutting agents, about half-life of certain compounds. I understand it. Believe me, I understand it. In the future, I'll give you a reason why I understand it. Matter of fact, if you really scroll down, you'll know why I understand it. Because I just came out and let y'all know what it is. But in the future, I'll bring it up again. Yeah, so Victor Conte, he's suspicious of everybody. He's suspicious of Manny Pacquiao. He's suspicious of everybody. And like I said, suspicion does not mean guilt, all right? Or reasonable doubt, okay? A suspicion. You have to have facts. You got to have some kind of proof or some kind of situation for you to come up with some kind of, you know, besides being suspicious, all right? So, for example, let me get Usain Bolt, right? Now, okay, we're black, right? You could probably agree with Victor Conte say, well, you know, because he recently said this, right? The majority of blacks, I'm not sure about the blacks in America, but probably the West Indies and Africa, they have higher levels of testosterone, right? And I asked myself, you know, he says this, I'm pretty sure a lot of black people will be quiet on that. They won't even dispute it or debate it, right? Because it goes to their agenda that, you know, black males have more high testosterone and blah, blah, blah. But you have to look at the science too of it, right? You got to look at the science of that. It's a diet from generation to generation. Let's give you an example of Usain Bolt, right? He's from Yard. He's from Jamaica, right? Yeah, right? And he out there he goes and he works out there in the mountains. He's sprinting everything. But what does he consist of? What does his diet consist of? Yams, right? And, you know, if you really look at what is synthetic testosterone? I'm gonna give you a little class session. What is synthetic testosterone? So let's use Google where y'all niggas don't use Google. Y'all just listen to a person and go along with them without looking at it because y'all lazy. Niggas are lazy, man. So they don't ever back up their proof. They just go along with what one person say. So let's go along and let's look at some of the proof about what yams do. What is it? Just like vitamin D is not a vitamin, it's a hormone, right? And sometimes when you sit in the sun, that sun rays hit your body and it's a precursor, right? And there's a hormone, vitamin D, that gets into your skin and into your body. So vitamin D is not really a vitamin, it's a hormone. Most of y'all people don't even know you're taking hormones, but if you take vitamin D, you're taking a hormone. So let's go into what yams is about. So what is synthetic testosterone made from? When bioidentical testosterone is synthesized in a medical laboratory, is often derived from plant sources such as yam or soy. It is engineered to match the same exact chemical structure that is already being produced naturally by your body. This enables it to perfectly mimic the original source. When the bioidentical testosterone is synthesized in a medical laboratory, it is often derived from plant sources such as yam and soy. It is engineered to match the same exact chemical structure that is already being produced naturally by the body. This enables it to perfectly mimic the original source. But it's so funny, like, people always want a second chance to life. You know, they want a second chance to life. And it's so hypocritical. It's hypocrisy out here. Because you will look at that man and say, yo, he did this and that. You know, we labeled him. He's permanently stamped for life. And it is what it is. Like, you could do 100 million things good, and you could just do one thing bad, and that's the label. That's human nature. So I'm overlooking human nature, and I'm just going by the facts. Yeah, I'm looking by the facts. So when I see some not black people, but niggas, talk this way about, he's this and that, but society ain't giving you a second chance because you've been in prison for 5-10 years. Now you come out and you wonder why you can't get a job, you can't do this and do that, and then you get mad, right? Look at yourself in the mirror and you get mad because society won't give you a second chance. It hurts you. Don't it hurt you? It puts some hurt in you that no one wants to give you a second chance. So I'm not taking Victor's side, but I'm overlooking Victor, the human being, and I'm looking at what he's saying and his facts. And you would say, well, people are just endorsing his shit because, you know, no. If I don't believe in something about him, I ain't going to endorse. Nobody's pushing his shakes and his proteins and all that shit down my throat. If I'm a boxer, I just don't have to do it. No one's pushing it, his agenda down my... If I say, man, I don't want your shit, I don't want your shit. That's one. Two, let's look at the facts of the clean boxing program and its facts from another human being, regardless if you like him or not. Just like we don't care about Victor Conte, I really don't give two ish about Maurice Suleiman, and I could give you reasons why. All right, but this is the facts coming out his mouth, not Captain Fuji, not anybody else. Let's move on.
There's a misunderstanding in public and some media. There is always anti-doping test after the fight. Every single WBC championship fight has mandatorily to have an anti-doping test. The clean boxing program, which the WBC pays for and has been working for the last 6 years, is a random testing, which is expensive and which cannot cover the whole world. Some fights are contracted also by the promoters to have out-of-competition testing, but also it is very expensive. So not every title fight has the 2-3 months prior to the fight's testing, and that is nothing wrong. The rule says anti-doping test after the fight. Everything else is efforts from the WBC, from boxing commissions, from promoters to keep boxing clean and to have that system of doing random testing. So I hope one day people can understand there is nothing wrong. Fundora or PBC or no one did nothing wrong because the extra testing is just additional to the rules.
So let's see if your niggers have hearing comprehension. Okay? Hearing comprehension. So what did Maurice Suleiman say? He said there's always after competition post testing. He said not always 2 to 3 months testing unless it's contracted by the promoters. That's key. Contracted by the promoters. And also random drug testing is also expensive also. So he's saying under the WBC clean boxing program, this is hearing comprehension. If you didn't hear it from me, hear it again 5 more times from that man, Maurice Suleiman. He said, after post always happening. After the fight, right? And he said, random and 2 to 3 months, it depends on the contract with the promoters coming to agreement for this to happen. Okay? So, it costs. So if you have a man like Snack, like this man, Victor Conte, right? And I'm not a fan of both of these dudes, right? But they coming out their own mouth saying these things. So you got to get out your feelings, man. So if he's saying that I will pay for Errol Spence and I will pay for Terrence Crawford, and I think it comes about, what, $25,000 for Vada testing, 365, 24 hours, 7 days, whatever you want to, phrase it, that he's going to pay for it. Well, Errol Spence fans, what do you worry about? What are you worried about? And if Terrence Crawford agrees to this, what's the problem? What is the problem if Terrence agreed to this, but all of a sudden Al Heyman and the clean boxing program, Al Heyman decides that he don't want to agree to the Vada testing, but he only agrees to clean boxing program, right? Because as it's too expensive, this is what Maurice Suleiman. But if you have a man that says, "Hey, I sponsor these dudes, man. I sponsor all these dudes, bro." Me sponsoring them, and they showing my snack on their hat and their shirt, I pay them back by paying for the test. Where's the argument here? Where's the argument? You can't be mad at Terrence Crawford. He's going to do it here, and he doesn't do it there. You can't. So if you want, I want 8 weeks. I don't do 1 month announcements. That's one. I don't do 1 month announcements. I'm sorry. I don't do 1 month announcements. I want 8 weeks prior testing. That's what I want, and I'm sure Terrence Crawford wants that too. This is a big fight. I ain't asking Maurice Suleiman to do that for every fight. Out of the 15 fighters or whatever, pro fighters. No, I'm asking you for this fight. Especially this fight's been 5 years. Come on, man. Stop the bull. Come on, stop. So if you, look, Errol Spence fans, if you're not agreeing to this, then you feel like your man is on something. Not me. Your man's, wait. Hold up. You know what, man? Come a little closer. Come here. Listen to this, man. Errol Spence fans, agree with me with this. Manny Pacquiao is on juice. Do you agree? Yes, you do agree. Oh, I know you agree. My Mexicans. Well, my Mexicans that act like niggas. Yeah. You believe that Manny Pacquiao is on the juice, right? Come on. Agree with me. Come on. Let me trap your monkey asses. Let me trap you. Let me trap your ass. Yeah, so you do agree, right? What's your suspicion? Oh, because his head is big. Listen, Manny Pacquiao's son, his head is big. Tank-headed and his neck is big, right? So we going by suspicion. So when Captain Food G say, I got a suspicion that this man been in an accident. This man got fat camp. This man weight goes up to 185 pounds, right? And I feel like the only way he could get down is by taking stimulants. It's just a suspicion. Doesn't mean the man is guilty. I'm sorry, your mind is all over the place. You don't know what to think about, right? Because you did agree that Manny Pacquiao is on drugs, right? On suspicion, right? On suspicion, right? So is it wrong for me to have a suspicion on Errol Spence? No, it's just a suspicion. Doesn't mean you guilty. See, just like Mayweather, you see, he had a suspicion that Manny Pacquiao was on drugs, right? This is what he was spewing all the time. And this is what the Dominions kept spewing. But I'm going to always say this shit because I'm happy. Because you know what? Y'all was complaining about Manny Pacquiao. I did a video about Manny Pacquiao. Congratulations on losing your lawsuit. But I did this, right? And Manny Pacquiao sued Mayweather for defamation of character. for defamation, for defecating on his, and guess what? You know what Mayweather did? He said, man, I'm going to write these zeros down, right? Because he lost. See, he's 50-0, right? Well, I think he's 49-0. But that's my opinion. On record means more than my opinion. Okay? So, he lost. Yeah, he lost to Manny Pacquiao in court for defamation of character. So, he tried to defecate on little Manny, right? And he lost. And you know what Mayweather said to Manny? We want a hush-hush agreement that these zeros, all these zeros, because we don't know how much he had to pay for defamation of character to Manny Pacquiao. Talking about all this false allegations about he's on juice. But never, not once a speck. And I always say if Manny was on juice, I would disown him. Okay? So I'm not just taking Manny's side. I'm just saying if he was popped. And it's so funny. What you say, Canelo fans? What you say, Canelo fans? Because I always go back and forth, Canelo fans. Right? I always go back. And this is my mind's all over the place. Oh shit, my mind's all over the place. The meds are almost off. My meds are almost off. Right? And I'm about to tweak on y'all niggas right now. Right? So what did Victor Conte say in the beginning? Oh, I will pay for hair samples. Now, Canelo fans, your man got popped twice for clenbuterol, saying it was the meat in Mexico. So now, if I'm not someone with reason, right? Not no reason, right? And I always say this, right? That he got popped twice. But then y'all come back and say, well, he took a piece of pubic hair, right? And they did a sample. And the sample went way back. Way back. Right? 6 months, 8 months, because, you know, hair samples always tell the truth, right? And y'all keep complaining and saying, well, you know, he got popped, but the hair sample proved that, you know, it wasn't certain levels, and, you know, even though they changed the levels and ratio for clenbuterol, right? You know, over this situation, they saying that, yeah, the ratio of the clenbuterol wasn't really enough to say that he got popped. The pubic hair, right? And I'm saying, okay, you know what? I got reason, man. Even though I could go back and say he got popped twice. Can I say that about Manny Pacquiao? Can I say that about Manny Pacquiao ever getting popped? Any suspicion? Can I say that Manny Pacquiao, after the weigh-in with Mayweather, he went home and took an IV? Fucking spitting like I was spitting in another fucking video. I'm tweaking, right? After the weigh-in, he put an IV saying that he needed vitamins, salines, and minerals because he was dehydrated, where he could just pop a couple Gatorades, right? Did any suspicion like that for Manny? And I'm going to show you how the hypocrisy goes, because if it was, you would have, right now you're saying he's on juice, and he never even got close to anything besides his head being big, besides his wrist being big, besides his calves being big. Yeah, everything is big, right? And that's the reason why, right? Fucking coughing for a stop now, right? So, all the suspicion about him, so you have these allegations to keep spewing this shit. The Dominions of Mayweather keep spewing this shit, right? But not one trace of an IV in his arm. Not one trace of nothing, clenbuterol, nothing. But y'all play this game, hypocrisy. Y'all play this game with Manny Pacquiao, saying because his head is big, this is this. Listen, man. Mayweather, defamation of character, he lost. He lost in court. And it's hush-hush agreement that we don't know how many zeros he got. So y'all over here talking about, oh, he lost his lawsuit with Paragon, and this nigga giggling like a fucking twat. Fucking McGregor. I'm giggling. Get in the ring with him. Get in the ring with him. You won't. But you giggling on the side like you own Paragon, and it's Attar that owns it. You just got shares and stock in it. That's it. But you over there giggling and laughing. Get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm starting to tweak, man. I'm starting to get upset, man. because y'all are hypocrites. You don't want me to be suspicious about Errol Spence. Suspicion is not being guilty. Reasonable doubt. Give me reasonable doubt. And Manny Pacquiao don't even have no reasonable doubt. Manny Pacquiao never had an IV. Manny Pacquiao never had to take a pubic hair to test his hair to show that because he got popped 2 or 3 times with combuterol. None of that shit. But I got reasoning. Hey, if that's what y'all want to say, he got cleared by the hair sample. Okay, hey. He got cleared by the hair sample. But I see this man that I don't like saying that he got the money to sponsor Errol Spence. And I remember it was a video. I wish somebody could find. Michael Montero, I think you told me you had that video. If you could find that video of Errol Spence saying, I ain't paying no $25,000. I ain't paying Vada for all that all that extra money. All that extra money so I could do a Vada test. Now, I ain't paying that money because I know he said that shit. So if you got a man that's going to pay for you and Crawford, what's the problem? What's the problem? Tell me, what is the problem? What is the problem? Errol Spence fans, what's the problem? So we can make this fight. There shouldn't be a problem. There shouldn't be no talking about, well, you know, the clean boxing program. Well, you know, it shouldn't be no problem, man. None at all, man. So if this man say he's offered to do that, just like the Saudi Arabians, they offer to give this money and that money to Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury or AJ or whatever money to do something, you just move along to that platform and you do what you do. You do the do. I see Al Heyman advising Deontay Wilder to go do the Saudi Arabia fight with Tyson or whatever. It's just advice. You're an advisor, nigga. That's all you is. And give me advice. No one stopped him. So Errol Spence, if you went, you know what? Let me not get into that Errol Spence shit. Let me not get into that right now with that bullshit. But all I'm saying, let me stick to the facts. And the facts is this. If the man's offering to pay for it, I don't see no reason why nobody should be arguing about this shit, man. It is, regardless if you like, listen, I don't like Maurice Suleiman. Maurice Suleiman, I got so much examples. Bivol, Badabiev, this fight that Errol's supposed to have with Keith Thurman at 154, still having the belts at 147, right? But you got some people that got so many points about this and that, but they won't put that point in when it comes to Errol. Oh, we let that pass with Maurice Suleiman. We're going to let that pass. But everything else, you want to complain about this and that. Listen, man, I'm tired of hypocrisy and the hypocrites, man. I am caps and full. I can cap. That's why my name is Caps and Full. Besides that, I can't see really close, so I have to have all my letters in caps when I comment. Besides that, but I'm caps. I could do that. I'm the one that's schizophrenic. I'm the one that got bipolar. I'm the one that got to take the meds. I could do that. But see, y'all niggas, y'all claim you don't do it, but y'all do it. That's what makes you look like fucking hypocrites. Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. Fucking mother effers, yo. I swear I'm tweaking. I'm getting hot. I gotta go. But between Victor and Maurice Suleiman, you hear 2 different stories. If you didn't hear what Maurice Suleiman said, listen to what he say. Out of competition and random drug testing, it's expensive, but we always do post testing, right? So if it's expensive and no one wants, and the promoters have to agree on 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 mother effing months of random drug testing in the camp. All right, I gotta go, man, because I'm gonna start tweaking, you know, because I just can't deal with these niggas and these nigga Mexicans and these nigga whites and wiggers and all. I can't deal with the bullshit, man. I can't. And I just want to just say black Americans, niggas, not black Americans, because y'all gonna feel like I hate my own people. No, I just hate getting hurt by my own people. So sometimes I just leave these niggas alone. I don't look for them for no support at all. You know, like I say, let me give you an example of how I think, right? I rent. First thing I did when I first rented to 2 people, I rented to a white man and I rented to a black man. I rented to both. Right? I rented to both. Did you know who started this shit? Do you know who started this shit? The black man started this shit, right? Coming late with their rent. Coming half-assed with the rent. Coming on the block with a new Cadillac talking about, oh, my cousin, my uncle. Nigga, when the mortgage come, the mortgage don't got no damn time to hear about my damn uncle, cousin, got problems and issues. They want their money up front, nigga. Up front. So, I really don't like getting hurt by my own black people. So you know what I do? I exclude this nigga out of my life. So now I just have 2 white people. Because it hurts me more. Because we go through the same struggle. But you think that you got a VIP card with me trying to lay up my money. So you know what? Instead of me getting hurt by my people, I keep them out of my business, yo. And plus they nosy. Because you know they saying, if we living in the same building and I'm renting 2 floors up and I come in with a woman, everybody know Captain Phil came in the house with a woman. But damn, let me not be home and somebody steals something out of my fucking house. Niggas never see nothing. I ain't got time for the bullshit, man. So I don't like feeling pain from my own people. So you know what? I exclude them. I love my people. I always reach out to my people, man. Ask the people that know me, man. I always reach out. I ain't got nothing wrong with that. But I know there's a couple things I could do with my people. Bullshit and party. But when it comes to certain business with certain people, you got to show me that you're responsible, got good credit, and got your shit on it. Got your shit better than me. Other than that, if you don't, I'm excluding you out of my damn business, yo. Yeah, because I'm tweaking. I'm starting to tweak. Yeah, I'm starting to tweak. I'm out of here, yo. Like, share, subscribe, and look at the facts, not just the person.